Dear students, let us continue the subject Managerial Economics 22 MBA 26. Today we will be discussing about the fourth chapter in the subject, that is market structure and pricing. The topics that we are going to cover here are different types of market like perfect competition, the features of perfect competition, determination of price under perfect competition, monopoly, it's their features, then monopolistic competition, oligopoly, descriptive pricing approaches, then pricing strategies and the concepts in that. Now let us understand what is market. Market is defined as an institutional relationship between a buyer and a seller, or buyers and sellers. It refers to the interaction between buyers and sellers of a good or service at a mutually agreed upon price. In a nutshell, a market may be a place or a function or even a process. Now let us understand the market morphology. Here we will be discussing about the nature of competition, nature of product, number and size of buyers, freedom from enter into or exit from the market. So these are the different concepts associated with morphology of market. Now let us understand what is perfect competition and its features. Here we see a presence of large number of buyers and sellers, and they uh, sell homogeneous products, or the buyers may buy the homogeneous products, and it will have a freedom of entry and exit. Any number of time they can enter and they can exit, and they all the buyers and sellers have the perfect knowledge about the product or service and perfectly elastic, and it will have a demand curve, then perfect mobility of factors of production, no government intervention, and firm is a price taker. So such competition we call as perfect competition. The next type of market is monopoly and monopsony. Monopoly refers to no competition. Monopoly is derived from the Greek word where mono means single and poly means to sell. A monopoly is that form of market in which a single seller sells a product which has no substitute. Monopoly does exist in real life. It exists when a commodity or service has no close substitute. For example, Indian Railway is a monopoly firm, as there is no agency in the country that provides railway service. And features of monopoly are single seller and single product, no difference between firm and industry, independent decision making, and restricted entry. Reasons and types of monopoly are: the reasons are the restriction by law and control over raw materials, specialized know-how and economies of scale, small market size. And the types are legal monopoly, economic monopoly, natural monopoly, and regional monopoly. Coming to price discrimination in this kind of setup, when a seller discriminates among buyers on the basis of price charged for the same good or service, such practice is called as price discrimination. That is, seller discriminate among the buyers on the basis of price charged on the same good. So then why it happens, and when a seller charges different prices with an objective to maximize its revenue. The prerequisite for the price discrimination are the market control, division of market, different price elasticities of demand in different markets, and based on price discrimination we can have again different types like personal, geographical, time and purpose of use. And here we have degrees of price discrimination as first degree, second degree and third degree. And And coming to the next type of competition, that is monopolistic competition. The term monopolistic competition, also called as imperfect competition, which has been derived from the realistic feature of markets, that is a large number of sellers sell heterogeneous or differentiated products and buyers have preferences for specific sectors. That is monopolistic competition, where there will be different sellers for selling heterogeneous type of goods and services. Features of monopolistic competition: more number of buyers and sellers selling heterogeneous products, and where they can fix the selling cost, independent decision making, and unrestricted entry and exit. The next type of competition is oligopoly. The word oligopoly is derived from the Greek word oligo, meaning few, and poly, meaning to sell. It means market with a few sellers. It consists of characteristics of various other markets, that is interdependence of various firms. Features of oligopoly are where we see few sellers and there will be few products. The market will have entry barriers, independent decision making, non-price competition, and indeterminate demand curve. So based on this, we have a demand curve called as kinked demand curve. It is the pioneering work was done by Paul Sweezy in 1939, who gave the concept of kinked demand curve to the stickness he tried to explain the behavior of the two factors with two assumptions. That is, if a firm increases its price, others will not increase, and if a firm decreases its price, others also will not decrease. Collusive oligopoly. The next concept is collusive oligopoly. Here an important characteristic of oligopoly is collusion, that is in which rival firms enter into an agreement in mutual interest on various accounts like price, market share, etc. That is, firms may either openly declare their decision of collusion or may collude tactically. That is, oligopoly characteristics like interdependence of firms, constant consciousness of rivals' actions, fear of price war, etc., create a good opportunity for collusion. When a number of firms enter into such an agreement, formally is called as collusion. Then the next concept is cartel. The most commonly found form of explicit collusion is called cartels. Cartel is a formal agreement among firms. They usually occur when there are a small number of sellers and the product is homogeneous. The formation of cartels normally involves agreement on price fixation, total industry output, market share, allocation of customers, allocation of territories, establishment of common sales agencies, division of profit, or any combination of these. Types of cartels are centralized cartels and market sharing cartels, like say for example stock market. It will have a central control as well as the market control. Next important concept is price leadership. The agreed upon price under collusion may have been fixed on the basis of going rate or the price charged by the largest or most sophisticated player. That is, such kind of price discrimination is known as price leadership. Here we discuss about different pricing strategies like cost leadership, cost plus or markup pricing, that is average pricing or full cost pricing, then marginal cost pricing, target return pricing, penetration pricing, entry deterring pricing, going rate pricing, product life cycle based pricing. The pricing strategies like price screaming, product building, that is packaging, perceived value pricing, loss leader pricing, value pricing, cyclical pricing, rigid pricing, peak load pricing. So this is about the different types of market. Now let us discuss the next concept in managerial economics, that is the fifth unit, Indian business environment, shortly abbreviated as IBE. Once we understand about the economic concepts and economic tool like demand and supply analysis, then cost and production analysis, and about various market structures, now we have to study the Indian business environment. So here in this unit we will be covering the topic nature, scope, structure of Indian business environment, that is internal and external environment, political and legal environment, economic environment, then socio-cultural environment, global environment, basic macroeconomic concepts, then open and closed economies, primary and secondary and tertiary sectors and their contribution to the economy, SWOT analysis for the Indian economy, measuring the economy, measuring GDP and GDP growth rate, components of GDP. Coming to business environment. Business environment refers to the surrounding or factors which affect the operations of business. It refers to the area where the business exists. It consists of several factors that affect the functioning, growth, profitability and even continuation of the business. All these factors affect the success or failure of any business and bring several opportunities, threats and challenges to it. Proper understanding of the business environment helps in framing better strategies as per business opportunities and enhances the overall performance. The definition of this is, business environment is some or collection of all internal and external factors such as employees, customers' needs and expectations, supply and demand, management, clients, suppliers, owners, activities by government, innovation in technology, social trends, market trends, economic changes, etc. Then coming to nature of business environment, totality of external forces, that is specific and general forces. The environment has the influence of external forces, then some general and specific forces, interrelatedness, dynamic nature, uncertainty, complexity and relativity. Now let us discuss about scope of business environment. Here the business environment identifies business opportunities and threats, helps in planning and policy formulation, provides useful resources, improves performance, helps in coping with the rapid changes, enhances business image, assists in facing competition. Here we have structure of business environment or classification of that. Clearly we can differentiate the business environment into two broad categories, that is internal environment and external environment. In internal environment we have the value system, then it is about the firm, vision, mission and objectives of the firm, and organizational structure, corporate culture, human resources, physical resources and technological capabilities. In external environment we have micro and macro. Under micro environment, like suppliers, customers, marketing intermediaries and competitors and public play an important role. In macro environment, economic, social, technological, political, legal, demographic and the global environment will have an impact on uh, the competition or on the firm. Here the detailed explanation of the internal and external environment has been given. Internal environment includes all those factors which are internal to the organization and are under its control. That is, these factors provide strengths and weakness to the organization, and internal environment consists of physical resources, plan and policies, corporate culture, vision and objectives, human resources, and organization culture. Whereas external environment includes all those factors which are external to the organization and are not under its control. The external environment brings opportunities or threats to the business. It includes factors like customers, suppliers, competitors, society, technology, economic, political, and cultural environment. The economic environment includes the type of economic system that exists in the economy, the nature and structure of the economy, the phase of the business cycle, for example, the condition of boom or recession, the fiscal, monetary, and fiscal policies of the government, foreign trade and foreign investment policies of the government. These economic policies of the government present both the opportunities as well as the threats, that is, the restrictions for the business firm. And in the same way, we have the social and cultural environment, political and legal environment. And the last factor in macro environment, in external environment, is the technological environment. The nature of technology used for production of goods and services is an important factor responsible for the success of a business firm. Technology consists of the type of machines and processes available for use by a firm and the way of doing things. The improvement in technology raises total factor productivity of a firm and reduces unit cost of output. The protected markets technological improvement are slow, and firms are able to survive for a long period without making technological changes. Technological environment affects the success of firm and the need for technological advancement which cannot be ignored. And about demographic environment, it includes size of the growth of population, life expectancy of the people, rural urban distribution, like that. About the study of people, we call as demographic environment. Natural environment, it is the geographical, ecological factors, mineral and oil reserves, water and forest resources, weather and climatic conditions, port facilities are all highly significant for various business activities. And basic macroeconomic concept will be studying as open economy and closed economy. Open economy is one which is not only involved in the process of production within its domestic territory but also can participate in production anywhere in the rest of the world. And activities involved in open economy are, here we have some list of activities. So where manufacturer or a firm has no restriction to enter market. And closed economy is considered as one which does not have any sort of economic relation with the rest of the world but is confined to itself only. Closed economy term is used for the economies with the high tariff walls having relatively low level of foreign trade. And the features of that has been given here. Here the examples of different sectors of economy: primary, manufacturing and services. Details of that, and some statistics about the changes in the sector with respect to their contribution to the national GDP has been given. The trend, the changes, historical changes in the sectors has been given. And here we have some statistics facts that today the tertiary sector is contributing to an extent of 60%, followed by a secondary sector to an extent of 28, and primary to an extent of